Well, my jellyfitters, my name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 16th of November, 2025. Um, Welcome to the Dungeons of Doom. No, that was it. I'm usually much better at evil laughs than that, so I'm sorry. Um, ah, ah. So, what am I going to do? So I had been talking a little bit about programming stuff. I do not have time to start programming. I want to do that. I really want to do that. So what am I doing? I guess I got the awareness. So let's stick with the awareness. Awareness is good. Awareness is my third favorite. Transference is my favorite, but awareness is my third favorite, right? After transference and clairvoyance. Um, so why? What kind of armor was that? It's leather armor, so it's see, okay, so it's no worse than the ones I had. Oh, let's keep that just in case I need it. It's always useful to have some ballast. Let's call it ballast. Um, Not a ring. All right. So, one thing I do is I do these competitions. Oop, I didn't. I need to look at what I'm doing. So, yeah, I did this competition. Um, I do some art competitions. Actually, I don't do a lot of art competitions. I do monsters holding bitches art prompts sometimes. This month they're doing. Unfortunately, the guy is doing it mostly with new movies, and I'm old, so I don't go to new movies because my wife doesn't like anything scary. Uh, so yeah, I don't know which way to go. This right because I can kill it. Okay, it's always best to kill those guys first. Okay, well, let's see how good is this step of tunneling. Okay, good enough. Around I go. Lots of Goblin Conjurers on depth 3 this week. What is speed? There's another one up there. So, you know what yields so far? Oops, there's see that yeah, yeah. That's what happens when you say things, right? We all know that effect. Um, so yeah, I've been doing the Draw Me a Robot competition most of the year, really. And it makes me sad. So, because I get kicked out so soon, and I don't think I should be kicked out in the first round. I recently done a drawing. I think it's quite good, and I think I should um, get past the first round of voting, right? It's multiple rounds of voting. I think I should get past the first round of voting. This is me. Let me see. Let me do this. See, so this is more or less the drawing, right? I think the prompt is make a mecha jack-o'-lantern. So you see a jack-o'-lantern here. I don't know if you can see the little dude. And maybe I'm looking at the OBS. All right. So this is my jack-o'-lantern, and it's on a mech body, and he's chasing a little soldier in the town. This is not what I submitted. This was the first drawing. This is just the pencil drawing. And then I painted this. So I lightboxed it, and then I lightboxed the previous drawing. Um, then I painted the mech, nice orange head, illuminated, very nice. I think it's nice. Smoke coming out of the top, missile launcher, giant. Um, Giant. Who knows what caliber weapon that is? 100 caliber. I don't know. It's better. It's That's bigger than a 50 cal. I'll say that. So I'm not sure how big that thing is. Um, yeah. So I think this is a pretty good drawing of a mech meet myself, and I think it deserved better than what it's getting. So I'm currently getting majorly bashed in the first round of voting right now today, which is um, 20, 30 days in the past for you. Um, and it's pissing me off again. So, I mean, it always pisses me off when I lose because I'm a horrible person. Um, so, right, and okay. We'll leave him there. Oops, another one. Oh, plus one leather armor. That's good. So it's a little bit better than that was. Anything else going on here? If I can exploit. See a kobold. Where's the kobold? See a pink jelly. I'm no longer immune to fire. There's my kobold. Okay. There's a pink jelly. Do I have a place on this level that's any good for jelly fighting? And I see none. I have to. I don't have to, but nope. This is where I'm stuck. I'm stuck doing it here. Actually, this is not bad. Oh, it's my goblin. My goblin is fun. Okay. So I'm waiting on these guys. I should have waited a little longer than him because they will die quickly if I don't get to something like, oh, bloodwort stalk, maybe. Very nice. Crap. Depth one, there's already a vampire bat. So we had out of depth plus 3 ring of awareness. Very nice. I am not, I will say, I'm not here equipped for vampire bats on the 4th level. I am, even for the fourth level, I am low on goodies. Plus one leather armor is not a good goodie. Okay, these guys are going to try to kill me. These guys are going to try to kill me. Okay, all right. Good enough for governor. I do not like that, but this is what happens. All right, anything else? No. Got 6 more items. I'm okay. Feels like I should be. Doing better. All right, so yeah, so I'm a little upset because when you think you're doing something pretty well, it's not nice. It's not nice when other people say you're shit, and more or less that's what getting knocked out of the first round means is that they think my crap is shit. Um, and yeah, I mean the person that I'm losing to is literally a professional, right? He makes his money off of stuff. Now he lives in Spain and makes his money off of sales of his art, but I mean, he lives off of his art. This is all I care about as far as professional is. I'm not sure how great he lives, right? But he's in Spain, so it beats Texas, right? Um, let's see. That's pretty much it. No, there's something down there. I'm surprised I didn't see that before. See, that was worthwhile. Plus, my reading of awareness is actually quite good, so I shouldn't have too much trouble with secret doors and stuff like that. But I'm still stuck on this, right? I'm still stuck on stabs of tunneling and things like that. I don't know. Surprised that yeah. Okay. Now I've got. I don't have anything that's Brogue. What am I doing? What is that? There's a monkey. Green potion. All right. So that. Hopefully, I'm far enough away that if it's is bad levitation, that's what I thought. Staff of haste. That's good. Um, Potion of life. good. Okay, so that's the only thing I really want. Ooh. So that's sufficient over here. Yes, that's exactly what you need. Not sure where the vampire bat went. Vampire bat should have gone somewhere. So yeah, I'm busy being pissy about that. Um, so like I said, the guy I am actually losing to. Oops, why am I getting screwed? Oh, he's shielded. Okay, B. Confusion. Anything else to do? No, not really. Okay, well, that's not bad. So anyways, let's pop in over here. So here we go to, oh no, this is BS. I want to be in this guy. Let's go to Draw Me a Robot. So these are some of the robots in the Draw Me a Robot competition. Um, Personally, I think most of them are sort of worse than mine, but apparently not. Most of them are better than mine. Um, because half of them are going to go to the second round, right? Let's see. This is the one that I'm getting creamed by. Again, this guy's a professional artist. I don't think this is his best. If we go to his page over here, David Diaz Illustrator, David Diaz _ Ilustrador. Okay, so it's in Spanish because he lives in Spain. You can see he's got some really great stuff here, right? If you look at this, that's It's a really nice drawing. It's beautiful. Um, okay, let's not show him drawing, but if I find some of these things. So, but you can see that this one's good here, even though it's a clip. Somewhere he's going to have the actual drawing, right? So this is a really great moody drawing. It's very beautiful. It's uh, sort of on order. This one is one I think is much better. Actually, this one is too. So okay, this one does. So this one is not a video clip. This is he did just a little tiny bit after the one he submitted, and this one is so much better. This one's just a beautiful piece. I mean, just look at that. It's got just about everything. I mean, some people might not enjoy the fact that he's cutting up a human arm, but other than that, this really looks like a great. This is really a great illustration that really shows something. This is also a fairly much better illustration of the same sort of idea, but I don't really like the robots hanging from chains motif. These are, I mean, so anyways, this is just the guy who's beating me. He deserves to beat me. He's a really great artist. This is not a thing about him, right? This is not me being upset about losing to him in particular, right? It's uh, the number of people that I think are worse than me who are going to get to the next sort of level that make worse drawings than I did. I shouldn't say worse than me. I should say worse drawings. Now some of them are complete taste, completely matters of taste. People love this guy's art. I hate it. Period. It's pretty well executed, but it's shit. Um, this is not a great piece, but or this it's not a great drawing, but it's a really great bit of coloring. Where is there a great drawing with so the coloring brings this up really great. So it's kind of boring, but the coloring makes it very dramatic. Whereas if you come up here, there's a drawing over here where this is a great drawing, but the paint or the coloring job on this drawing is just so awful. You can't even parse it. It's hard to see what it is, right? So um, in this particular case, I'm going to be upset if this guy gets to the next level, and I don't think he's going to. But where was he? Let's see if I can remember who he was paired against. It was right there, right? Or is this? No, it's who's he paired against? Maybe this guy. Yeah. So either one of those, I did a better drawing. So that's what's annoying me. Let's see. All right. I hope I did not just do a bunch of this with that. One of the nice things about the old thing that I used. Plus one ring of wisdom, not so great. I hope I did not leave that screen on. The nice thing about Screencast-O-Matic was that what I saw was what actually was happening, right? So this made life easier, yeah. But OBS, if I had two screens, I could very easily tell what's going on. I do have a little bit of a overlap sort of deal going on here. Where am I? Oh, I did not get that. I knew there was a potion up here. Did not get the potion. Okay, there we go. Oh, call E Tome of where? Drop E, call O, opus of opprobrium. I don't know how to spell opprobrium. Anything else we want to get rid of? G. Okay, so I have not committed to anything. I don't have anything actually to commit to. Not only do I not have any, really good weapons. You don't need to do that, dude. I don't have any marginally good weapons, right? This is the state I am in. My dude killed the vampire bats for me. As soon as he dies, I'm dead. At this point, I do not have anything. Not even. I think the one of invisibility, since it's been identified, or not because it's been identified, but because it's got the detect magic on it, will Get the guy to go through the door for me. I think it will actually. Where am I? Four items. It will tell me when it's out of juice. Identify. I want that, yes. Anything else with multiples? No. This guy was a Nert Blotto Nerfed. Okay, let's protect weapon. That's something I really cared about for this little thing, this dagger. Ooh, there's a couple of dark. I may survive this yet. Not sure, but oh Jesus. I got a lot of friends. Where do I have it? I have to pause for station identification. Okay, I'm back from doing family things, and oops, need to make sure that things are in good shape over here. Let's see. I have literally not found anything better than +1 leather armor so far. There's more leather armor. White potion. Let's see. So, and so I still have not found anything better than +1 leather armor. What do I have? Identify white potions. So this is a very sparse level. Let's take a chance. Long chance to take. All right. Crap, I got a bog monster. What do I have to help me out? Nope. I should have used a teleportation. I had a teleportation. I think I knew I had teleportation, right? Yeah. I don't remember seeing it, but I should have. I think I teleported once already, but it's hard to remember since I did that thing. Okay, so what I had over here was just the end of my bitching, which is the Excel spreadsheet I made of my sort of rankings of the different drawings. So here you don't see mine, but here we go. So um, do I have to make these a little bit smaller? So now I see that I see the whole thing on the OBS screen. Okay. So yeah, you see these are from worst to best. I don't think there's any way somebody would think that, right, these are the median in my view. I mean they'll jostle by 4 or 5. A couple might have jostled a little bit more, but I did it once and then I did it again this morning trying to clean it up a little bit. And I move things around a lot, especially at the top and the bottom. Especially at the bottom. The bottom moves around a whole lot as far as the quality is concerned. The top moved around a little, not really the top two, but these guys all moved around a little bit. I'd been pushing myself backwards, and then all of a sudden I pushed some of the other guys backwards. So when I look at these drawings, I think it's pretty obvious that if you look at my drawing here, you go down 10 or yeah 10, so about 20%. It's obviously better than all of these, so that's pretty reasonable. Um, Here, when you get up here, it's a little harder because these guys are all good, but they're all good in different ways, right? So trying to rank them is really, really tough. Um, so I mine is better than this one, but is it better than these two? I don't know. Is it better than this one? Probably, but maybe not. This guy, maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. No, probably not. Uh, Definitely not. Definitely not. I think that's how I'd put it. Um, So I've had this guy ahead of me, and I've had this guy ahead of me, and I've had him behind me, and just trying to jostle. Where do I think I should be? And like I said, I pushed myself down, and then not thinking about myself, I pushed these guys down. So I ended up back on that number 6, where I started, even though I thought I pushed myself down to 8 or 9 originally, right? Um, this morning. See, obviously it's better than this or this or this. It's hard to tell with this. So you also have some problem. This is a sculpture, right? So how do I judge a sculpture against a drawing, right? So these guys are very, very similar. I mean, they really are on the same level, but you know what you can do with a sculpture, especially in 10 days or 20 days, basically 20 days, 2, 3 weeks. What you can do in a sculpture with a sculpture in 3 weeks compared to what you can do on a this was definitely done on an iPad in 3 weeks. You know, if you have no excuse for anything being not perfect, from composition to color choice to whatever on an iPad ever. And in 3 weeks, if you've drawn it in if you've drawn it digitally in 3 weeks and it's not equivalent to a Leonardo or a Michelangelo or something like that, then it's shit, right? Because unlike everything else, you are completely unlimited, right? You're completely unlimited. Mistakes don't mean anything. You've got all sorts of tools available that nobody else in the world, in traditional artists don't have. Um, if you can't make it perfect digitally when you draw digitally, then you know you're crap. Period. I mean, you just have too much going for you to argue. Don't. The thing about this one is it looks really great. It's very moody, right? Um, it is actually a little bit hard to judge, uh, but it is, it's got a really good curl here. This is looking very good. Got this sort of steam rising up from the jaw. It's very nice. I don't know why people use the side. This isn't, even though you only see one or two here. I saw several attempts by some of these other guys where they've used the sides. So I'm not sure why they have a side where the side comes from with the pumpkin. Um, doesn't look very mechy to me. So that's another thing is I could sort of move this towards, does it look like a mech, right? Does it look like a giant robot, a giant battle robot, right? This just looks like a battle robot. So um, it does not really look like a mech. This does not look like a battle robot. It's a giant robot, but it's not a battle robot, right? So it doesn't look like a mech. So I could also do things like that. I could do more. I could do more qualitative things first, but I don't think anybody's doing that. So I'm just going sort of on the quality of the art, rather than trying to judge, does this really look like a mech thing? So maybe I'll draw all 50 of these sometime. Yeah, I don't get why you gave this pumpkin some breasts. Okay, so that is where we are. Being dead on chapter 10 by a bog monster when we had no weapons. I could have gotten out of it. I should have gotten out of it. I had a teleportation scroll. I believe I knew that I had a teleportation scroll. The end.